Hi, welcome back. Now I did a video the other day, a quick little video, just like an update on what I've been up to. And I talked about my cat Juju and about she had been in the wars and she'd been to the vet. Well, as you can see, she's feeling a lot better. She's been jumping around playing. But I wanted to do this video to talk to you a bit more about Juju because she's got a really inspirational life story. I've had her since she was a kitten. I was there at her birth. I helped her mother birth the kittens. Her mother and her father are my two other cats, Mr. Fluffy Bum and Little Miss Ree. That's her mother and father, which are my two other cats in the front room, and she has a little sister as well, which is called Squeak, which I have in the front room as well. We've had to keep Juju separate from the others because of her wounds and things, because we're worried that the other cats might lick at them and, it's caused a lot of problems. So we've had her separate in the bedroom for a few days so she can recover. But yes, when she was born, she was a tiny little thing. She was the smallest of the 4 kittens that were born. We had her, Squeak, and 2 other kittens. The 2 other kittens we gave away to a gentleman who had just had a house fire, and his 2 cats, well, his daughter's 2 cats had died in the fire. His daughter was only a little toddler, about 3 or 4 years old, and she didn't understand where her 2 cats had gone, and he didn't know how to break it to her. I mean, because how do you tell a young child about, oh yeah, your pets are dead? So he heard we had some kittens available, so I gave them to him for free, and for his little daughter, and he took them home. And because they're both black cats, his daughter thought they were her cats. So he just said, yeah, they're just changed colour because of all the smoke from the fire. It made their fur go black. And, that was a sweet little story. That's enough about the other kittens. We're talking about Juju. I'm going off on a tangent. But yeah, Juju, when she was born, she was the smallest kitten. She had a lot of problems. She had a deformed rib cage, so her ribs were like that. Instead of being like a normal rounded sort of body shape, she was a bit squished, which also caused trouble with her legs and everything. She had issues with her back legs. They weren't that strong, so she'd drag her back legs behind her. She also has a cleft palate, so she drools when she purrs, which actually is quite cute sometimes. But she stopped eating. She stopped feeding from her mother. So I didn't want to intervene, so I just kind of left it for a day or two to see if she would get there on her own. But she wasn't getting there on her own, and she was getting much weaker, and she was getting shoved out of the way by the other kittens. So I just kind of I intervened a little and put her in place of one of her mum's teats, so she could feed, and I put my hand in between her and the other kittens so they wouldn't be able to shove her out of the way. So she started feeding. She wasn't getting as much nutrition and as much food as the other kittens, but it kept her alive. Then when it came time to weaning them, when they were old enough to be weaned onto me, I had to separate the mother from the kittens. Then all the other kittens, I gave them a bowl of meat each, kitten food. All of them ran straight to it, gobbled it up, no problem. Juju, on the other hand, she just kind of wasn't sure what it was and what to do with it. So I kind of left her again. I thought I'll leave her a few days, she might get there on her own. And she didn't, and it was a week and she hadn't eaten at all, and she got very, very weak, very skinny. So I thought, I've got to intervene. So I started hand feeding her with the meat, and I was getting meat, rubbing it on her nose so she would lick her nose and get the taste of it. So I thought, once she's got the taste of it, she might like it and she might start feeding on her own then. And I was sat here for a whole day trying to get her to eat this meat, and eventually she licked her nose. She had meat juice and jelly and whatnot all over her face where I had been rubbing it, and she finally decided she was going to clean her face because it was annoying her, and that's when she got the taste of the meat. Then she started to nibble at a bit of the meat I had in my hand. Then I brought the bowl close and she sniffed the bowl, head straight in there, and she started eating, and she was away gobbling it up. And you know, she was still very small and very deformed looking, and she had trouble walking because she was so weak. But after a few days of eating the meat, she started to get her energy back and she started to walk, and she was all wobbly, all over the place, you know, looked like a drunken man that had just come out of a pub, you know, but she was walking. Then she started to run around and play with the other kittens, and I thought, wow, you know, she's got that. Then I thought I'd take her to the vet, get her all checked out, and the vet had looked at her and said, yeah, she's got badly deformed ribs and cleft palate and everything. She is very small, very malnourished. She's not going to survive. He gave us less than a 1% chance of her surviving. And he said, just go home, take her home, prepare for the worst. So I thought, no, she's not going to die. I'm not going to give up on her, you know. So I just kept on making sure she was eating enough. I started to give her soy milk as well with her meat to help boost what, you know, her protein and everything. And she kind of got bigger and a little bigger. She's still quite kitten sized at the moment because of all the feeding issues and the issues with her ribs. It stunted her growth. And so physically she's still kitten size. Now her age is 7. She's 7 years old. Most people think she's less than a year old. She's not, she's 7. But mentally she's still a kitten as well. Aren't you, Juju? Still a kitten as well, aren't you? But yeah, she's been doing, after that she was doing really well. She was becoming the toughest of the lot of them, and she was starting to boss around the other cats and everything. So she was brilliant. You're a survivor, aren't you? Then the past couple of years, year or two, her behaviour started to change. She started to get bossy, more aggressive towards the other cats. She'd start hissing at them, which was odd because never once she's hissed at the other cats. Never once has she hissed at me or my partner. You know, she's not got a nasty bone in her body. She is like, now with normal cats, if you do all this, they will scratch you. When I do that type of thing with my other cats, they give me a hiss and scratch me and then walk off. Her, I can do anything with, and she's not bothered at all. She won't hiss. If she gets annoyed with it, she just get up and walk away. And she is like such a docile, friendly cat. So like, I thought this behaviour this bad behaviour she started to show was, I thought at first she's growing up, you know, it's maybe she's fighting for dominance, you know, that type of thing. It's in their instinct to do that. And with 2 other female cats, you know, she's gonna try and fight for dominance. So, you know, and she had a couple of big fights recently, the past week. We had 2 fights last week, major fights. This wasn't just a bit of hissing and a bit of scratching. This was go for the throat, I'm gonna kill you. And she was going for her mother, because her mother is the alpha female, and she was trying literally to kill her mother. The first fight we split up, and because her and her mother was fighting, her mother was trying to run away from her and get out of the way, but Juju just kept chasing her. But because of that, the other 2 cats ended up getting involved in the fight as well, because they had nowhere to run away and hide, and they ended up getting caught in the middle. But we split up the first fight, and we thought, you know, they'll calm down. They calmed down. Then it was the next day, they started to fight again. And it was again another, I'm going to kill you, you know, fight to the death. Now, Juju, we managed to split them up. And I brought Juju into the bedroom because she had blood around her mouth. And I thought, she's injured, she's got injured. And I was having a look at her, and she had a tooth poking out of her mouth, like hanging loose. And I thought, oh yeah, this is a vet job. So we took her to the vet. The vets had a look in her mouth, and they said, yeah, we'll have to remove that tooth. They thought at first her jaw was broken, but when they done the operation to remove the tooth, they realised that her jaw wasn't broken. There's just, she's got a funny shaped jaw anyway because of the cleft palate. But they removed the tooth, and I'd asked them if they could spade her as well at the same time, because that would calm her down. So they did that. They spayed her, and during spaying her, they found out on each ovary she had an ovarian cyst, which, if they hadn't caught it then, it could have killed her. So, you know, it's strange to think the fight in itself saved her life, but then it was the ovarian cysts that caused all this bad behaviour, because it caused a chemical imbalance in her, which caused the behavioural problems. And now she's had her ovaries removed. As you can see, she's got a lovely bald patch here. Sorry, Juju, you can carry on cleaning yourself in a minute. But she's got a lovely big bald patch here, and a lovely bit of a wound there where she had her ovaries removed. Show your bald patch off to the camera, Juju. Kicking yourself in the face. Yeah. Show your bald patch off to the camera. Oh, you big baby. But yeah, she's a lovely bald patch, and she's going to have a lovely scar. That's healing nicely, that is. That is healing lovely. Yeah, but now she seems back to her old self, back to the kitten that she was before all this. You know, look at her, she loves her attention. But I just thought I'd share her story, because it's quite an inspirational one. Because she has similar issues that I have. I know it's strange to say, But I have deformed ribs as well. She has deformed ribs. I've got bad legs. She's got bad legs. I've got big feet. She's got big feet. As you can see, her back paws are really long. You be careful of your jaw. But yeah, so basically she's disabled, and you're a disabled kitty, aren't you? No? Oh, okay then.
She's like, it's like she's got Marfan's.
Yeah, it is, because your big back paws, look. Look at them lovely paws. Them lovely little paws. But yeah, so she's really inspirational. She's faced death like a few times and come out the other side fighting, haven't you? Eh? You can hear the other cats in the front room, can't you? You gonna give me cuddles? No? Okay. You gonna give me cuddles? Be your feed time in a minute, won't it? You hungry? Yeah. That was a feeble little meow. That was a feeble little meow. You meow louder? No? Okay. Yeah, she's learnt how to say no. She shakes her head. You're a clever cat, aren't you? You're a clever cat. But yeah, I just thought I'd share that story because I think her story is quite inspirational. And plus she's a cute little bugger. Aren't you? Oi, talking to you. You're a cutie. She's just gonna roll around now. But you're gorgeous, aren't you? But yeah, she's come out fighting the other end. She's still going. I'm quite surprised at her strength, you know. And the fact that through all this she still managed to stay like as friendly and happy and playful, you know. It really worried me the other day though, because for the first time she actually hissed at me, growled at me and scratched me, which was, I found really upsetting, because never once has she done that to me, not in the 7 years she's been alive. And as you can see, that's what she did to me. She kind of gave me a lovely, that's quite deep there. It's a lovely little gash, a couple of gashes. But I've gotten worse from my mother, haven't I? Well, Mother Ree. She's got a mean streak. But Ree, again, she's another inspirational story. But I won't go into that now. Maybe we could talk about Ree another day, so I don't want this video to be too long. But yeah, I think this would be cool if any of you have any pets that have inspirational stories. Have you got any rescue animals, such as a rescue cat or a rescue dog? You know, share your pet stories. It'd be really interesting to know. So if you want to share your pet stories with me, go to the Facebook page for Suki's Vlogs and share pictures, videos, or even just comment or post about your pet. So I think it would be that would be a fun thing to do. And I'm going to say bye-bye now, and I think Juju is as well. Juju, you say bye-bye. You're just laying there being lazy.
Juju.
You're being lazy.
You say bye-bye? What? No.
You're being rude. It's near dinner time, isn't it? You're waiting for your dinner, aren't you? Eh? Yeah. You big baby.
The way she flops around is hilarious.
Oh, I know. Oh dear. You be careful, don't roll off that bed. we don't need more injuries. We spent enough on you at the vets already. Okay? What are you doing, you crazy little... Stop hanging off the bed like that. You're going to hurt yourself. You little daredevil. No. Oh, I swear she's doing this deliberately. She's slowly sliding off the bed. Look, come on. Oi. You're trying to commit suicide now. Come here.
You dafty.
You're trying to give me a heart attack.
You jafty. You cutie.
But yeah, I'm going to say bye now. So bye-bye everyone. Thanks for watching this video. And see you all later. Bye-bye.
Give us a kiss.